Hi guys, Meanderer here. In this video, I'm going to go over the damage and geometry of Hanzos Scattershat arrow. First, we're going to go look at how the Scattershot arrow looks at full strength against the floor, in slow motion, and as a freeze frame. Now you can see once the initial arrow hits the floor, it splits up into 5 different arrows. Now when I say full strength, I mean you're holding the attack button for at least a second to get the full knock on the arrow. Now the question is, does it change based on the strength you shoot it at? Let's take a look.
Is that the best you can do? Double kill.
As you can see, the angle of the scattered arrows are actually the same. However, the velocity drops dramatically. Now, how dramatic? Well, let's take a look at it in regular speed. Let's go find a wall to shoot against. This one, it's fine. First at full strength, or full knock. Give it 10 seconds for the cooldown to finish, and we'll shoot another one at weak strength. Each scatter arrow will bounce a maximum of 3 times before disappearing. Alright, so that's all great, but what happens when you hit something that's not so flat? Or let's say a robot's head, for example. Where do the scattershot arrows go? As for damage, the initial arrow does 125, but if you get a headshot, it's double that. And these training bots all have 200 HP. So let's see what happens. So the scatter arrow goes off to the side. Would have been really nice if it went through the dead foe and into the back line, but hey, at least now you know. Now let's take a look at the scatter arrow at the foot of the enemy, which is probably the best way to kill them. First at full strength. You can see that 3 scatter arrows are hitting the training bot, and at 75 damage each, that equals 225, which is gonna kill this bot. With 3 arrows, you'll kill all non-tank heroes, with the exception of Reaper and May, who have 250 HP each. Now let's take a look at it with a weak arrow. Even though we used a weak arrow, we still hit the bot with 3 of the scatter arrows. But not much health has come off. Look at that. That's probably about 60 to 70 damage off the training bot, which means per arrow you have 20 to about 23 damage from each, which isn't very much at all. Each section of the health bar equals 25 health, and this is not just for training bots, this is for all enemies and all characters. That's it for this video. In part 2, I'm going to go in depth about how the scatter arrows bounce. We're going to look at where to shoot the arrow at your enemy, whether he's in a room or behind an obstacle. Please subscribe to make sure you don't miss it. Goodbye guys.